Today, we are going to learn about line plots. So first of all, what is a line plot? A line plot uses x's above a number line to show the data. Albert spun a spinner 16 times to see how often the spinner landed on each number. Display the data in a line plot. So he took this spinner and spun it 16 times, and he recorded his information on a table. Before we look at that table, look at this spinner. What number do you think has the biggest chance of landing on? I would say 1, right? Because it takes up half of the spinner. And then he has the least chance of landing on 3 or 4 because those take up the least amount of space on his spinner. So after spinning it 16 times, these are the numbers that he spun. 0, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, right? And so on. You can keep looking at that. So let's make this into a line plot. First, draw your number line and label it with all the numbers that are in your data. So in our data, we have a 0, 1, 2, 3, and a 4. So those numbers are going to be on our line plot down here. Next, we're going to draw an X above the number for each result. Complete the line plot by drawing the remaining X's. So his first spin was a 0. So we're going to put up 1 X above the 0, right? Then he spun a 1, then he spun a 2. So if he kept going for a little bit, eventually it'll look like this. You'll notice that our X's are written neatly on top of each other. They're not all over the place because then it's hard for us to read the data on the line plot. Once you're completely finished, then it will look like this. So looking at the line plot, I can tell that he spun a 1 the most amount of times, and he spun a 3 or a 4 the least amount of times. Because above the 1, that has the most X's. And above the 3 or the 4, that has the least amount of X's. So we need to find the difference between the greatest number of X's and the least number of X's. So first of all, find the number spun most often, which we decided was 1. How did we know that? Because it has the most X's above it. Next, we need to find the numbers that are spun least often. So we decided that 3 and 4 were spun least often. How many times? Just 1 time. The difference between the greatest number of X's and the least number of X's is, well, there's 8 ones minus just 1. So 8 minus 1 is 7. On this table and line plot, they're showing the number of people who have siblings with a certain number of letters in their name. So only one person has a sibling that has 2 letters in their name. Nobody has a sibling with 3 letters. 2 people have a sibling with 4. 2 people have a sibling with 5. 1 person has a sibling with 6, and 2 people have a sibling with 7. This shows us how many siblings different people have. One person has 0 siblings. 3 people have 1 sibling. 5 people have 2 siblings. 3 people have 3 siblings. 2 people have 4 siblings. And 1 person has 5 or more siblings. Notice how the data on our table matches the data on our line plot. Looking at this line plot, answer how many students' quiz scores are recorded. So to figure that out, you are going to want to count how many green X's there are. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So this line plot tells us that 12 students' quiz scores are recorded. So looking at this line plot, it says that this is showing height of different students. And we need to circle which one of these statements is true about this line plot. We have all students are 55 inches tall. half of the students are 52 inches or taller, or most students are 51 inches tall. Let's look with this first one. All students are 55 inches tall. Is that true? No, only one person is. The next one, half of the students are 52 inches or taller. Well, first I have to figure out what would half be. We have, how many people are there total? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And then how many people were 52 inches or taller? 4, 5, 6. And 6 is half of 12. So I know that that statement is true. Last one. All teachers have been teaching for 10 years or more except one. Is that true? Looking at this line plot. All teachers have taught for 7 years, or most teachers taught for 7 years or more. So let's start with this first one. All teachers have been teaching for 10 years or more. Well, here's 10 years, and I see people that have been teaching for 7 years, 5 years, or 1 year. So that one's not true. All teachers have taught for 7 years. No, only 3 people have taught for 7 years. That's not true. Most teachers have taught for 7 years or more. That's true, because this would be 3, 7, 8, 9. So 9 out of the 12 people have taught for 7 or more years. That would be considered most. So that would be the statement that is the most true. If you need any help on your math today, please do not hesitate to ask for help. I would be more than happy to help you. Have a great day.